4 seasons, 4 fragrances per season to smell amazing all year long, no matter what you're doing or where you're going. Hey friends, Ash here. Welcome back to Gents. Hope you're doing well. So what we're doing today, guys, is I have fragrances for spring, summer, fall, and winter, 4 categories per season and 1 fragrance per category. First category is something versatile, something that's people-pleasing, compliment-pulling that you can wear all season long. The second category is something clean or classy, or maybe both of those things. Basically the type of thing that you can wear to work, you can wear casually if you want to, but you could also wear formally as well. The third category is something sexy for a date night or a night out. The fourth category is standout fragrance, something that's gonna set you apart from the crowd. We're kicking it off with summer, and we're starting off with Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Eau de Parfum for the versatile scent. I think this stuff rules compared to the Eau de Toilette. The Eau de Toilette, yeah, get bent. I mean, realistically, that one's still fine. But to me, this one is better. It has a nice modern sweetness to it, so it does smell a little bit more contemporary compared to the EDT. It still is, though, of course, very fresh, has a nice aquatic vibe to it. You can wear this stuff whenever you want, man. Realistically, summer, yeah, of course, but spring, fall, winter, why not? The performance is there, and where it's a newer scent, it's not gonna smell dated at all. Now we need something that's a little bit cleaner, a little bit classier, but I still wanna keep it really fresh. Because yeah, middle of summer, I mean, you could go for something like Grey Vetiver by Tom Ford, you know, and get that whole clean, woody aspect coming across that way. But I think when it's really hot outside, really humid, probably wanna go a different direction. And so I'm gonna go with this, Dior Homme Sport. This one has a nice crispness to it, a little bit of citrus there off the top. It does have a woody backbone to it, but it's more of a cleaned up woodiness. You know, it doesn't have any of that overly dry nature to it, no earthiness or anything like that. And yeah, I know it's called sport. I gotta say this like every single time. It's not really a gym fragrance. This is an anytime fragrance. So this one's gonna walk that line of giving you something fresh, something clean, but that you can also wear to more formal occasions, and it's gonna work. Now I've got a bonus fragrance for each season, 1 bonus fragrance per season. And I'm gonna put it in this category, Polo 67, the Eau de Toilette. This one is decently affordable for a newer release. It's gonna be a little bit more fruit forward than this one right here, but it still has the same general vibe, you know, something that you can wear pretty much whenever you want that's going to fit in situations where you want something a little bit clean and classy. A great release by Ralph Lauren. I love this stuff. I do want to give kind of a little shout out to a different fragrance, which is not officially in the list because I don't actually like it. Yeah, I'm not a big fan. H24 by Hermes. I don't like H24. I don't wear H24, but it would fit in this category, so I wanted to just bring it up really quickly. It's got an overdose of sclarine, so it has this sort of aroma chemical vibe to it. A lot of people will say that it smells similar to like the ironing of fresh cloth or linen, or the steaming of it. So you have that kind of aspect going on, this minerality, kind of a metallic vibe to an extent. And if that works for you, it would actually work as this category and also as the standout category, but it just doesn't work for me. But I wanted to throw that out there because if you see it, maybe you haven't smelled it, you can check it out and see if it does work for you, because I know some people that really love it. It's just not my favorite. Night out or date night, right here, Born in Roma Coral Fantasy. So I wanted to get something for this category that wasn't crazy heavy with vanilla, you know, something like Stronger With You, because in the summer, even when it's the evening, depending on where you are, man, that stuff's just not gonna work that well. It's gonna be too heavy. Now I know maybe if you live further up north or something like that, it wouldn't be as big of a deal, and maybe you could rock with something like that a little bit more easily, but for me, it would be a tough call. You know, it'd be a little bit, ugh. I could just imagine it giving me a raging headache and or people smelling it on me and being like, what are you, 12? You're an idiot. You smell like you spilled caramel all over yourself. You don't smell sexy. Is that me just imagining how it would go? Yes. Is that also what they could be thinking in real life? Also yes. Coral Fantasy solves the problem for me because you see in the opening, it's got this little apple in there, this nice red apple. Good, fresh and sweet, but not too sweet. So if we're talking about an evening out when the temperature's dropped, it's gonna work nice. Then as it dries down, it does get a little more sweetness in there for sure, but also tobacco as well, which helps take some of that edge off. Another great thing about it, younger guys can wear this pretty easily, and guys middle-aged and up can pull it off as well. Big compliment puller, fantastic scent for daytime or evening, really. But if we're talking summer specifically, That's the nighttime choice. Now, a little standout fragrance, Le Sel DC Miyake. They did just announce the parfum version of this fragrance. As of when I'm filming this, it's not out yet. In the future, let me know how it is. Is it good? Oh, it sucks. Oh, I'm just playing, I have no clues. It'll probably be good. But yeah, Le Sel DC right here, this one kind of a more unique summertime fragrance, right? This is gonna give you more of a sea salty kind of vibe. It has that modern minerality to it, a little touch of that also. Of course, with the sea salt. It's one of those fragrances that surprisingly grows on you more and more as you wear it, and it smells very different compared to most other aquatics out there. So Le Sel DC wrapping that up, summertime, you've got something for everything right here. We're gonna go from summer to fall. We're gonna follow the seasons here. Big parade. You know what else can fall? Prices when you use these codes. Yeah, that's pretty good, right? That's pretty good. Yeah, I've got a whole bunch of different coupon codes for you here. JOMASHOP, Fragflex, Perfume Box, and more. They're also in the description, so you can go down there, you can peruse the wares, copy and paste, and save yourself money anytime you shop for fragrances, whether we're talking niche, indie, designer, clone, whatever, bro. All right, so fall, we want something versatile. Well, doesn't get much more versatile than this, my Self Absolute. Yeah, my Self Absolute, realistically, a year-round fragrance. We all know that. Yes, it's true, but during fall, versatility, yeah, wear this daytime, nighttime, it doesn't matter, dude. Wear it all season long. So it's gonna give you that Myself Orange Blossom, soapy, clean, fresh vibe, extremely modern, great ginger off the top, gives it this zing that grabs attention immediately. But I'm gonna go with a bonus fragrance here as well, something very different than this. Barbados XX Intense. I think the bottle looks sick, kind of like a lava rock kind of aesthetic to it, at least to me. It is a Barbados, and that does mean a couple things. Some of you out there already know, don't you? I can see you, Jimbo. I see you. Put your hand down. There's gotta be at least one dude watching named Jimbo. Or Jim, Jimbathy. Oh yeah, Barbados. Things we know about Barbados. Okay, bottles generally look cool. Check. Performance? Generally not great. Check. Scent quality pretty high. Check. Price pretty low. Check. Yes, this is the quintessential Barbados. It does all those things. It smells actually kind of similar to Polo Red Extreme, the discontinued one in the blacked out bottle. Well, not all blacked out, black with red. Yeah, guys, this is right in that wheelhouse. So if you like that one, that nice, fresh, sweet, fruity pop that dries down with more of a coffee aspect, as it sits on your skin. This stuff is great. You can pick it up for under 40 bucks. Only issue is the performance is very so-so, especially compared to the scents that are a little bit beast moded out nowadays, which is becoming more common. You would think maybe somebody at Barbados one day would be like, should we improve the performance? But who am I kidding? They'd get thrown out a window if they made that suggestion. That's not how they roll over there. Did you just suggest that we make the fragrance last more than 6 hours? Kill this man and his entire family. That's how we do it, Barbados. Don't mess with those guys, they're crazy. I'm just playing, don't sue me, Barbados. That's a joke. I know you guys don't do that. Something classy, something with the clean aspect to it. Ooh, Armani Code Parfum, yeah. This stuff right here for fall, perfect. It's the ticket, man. Also the cap, look at that. It's got a magnet built in. Ooh, that's good. First one so far, is it the only one? Ooh, no, there's one more. Code Parfum, fantastic. It's fresh off the top. It's nice and clean, very elegant, has this perfect iris note in there. It's not an overly lipsticky iris. This one is a little bit more like fresh, slightly soapy, very wearable though, high quality stuff. This one I would wear to any formal occasion. You can wear it to work. Maybe don't go crazy heavy, but it would work perfectly. Have you smell like $1,000,000. Now we need something sexy, something attention grabbing, stronger with you powerfully right here. Very strong, very loud. So adjust those sprays up or down as necessary, depending on where you're going, what you're doing, who you're gonna be with. Basically a fruity or sweet take on stronger with you with that nice cherry note off the top. And now something that's gonna have you stand out. This right here, it is Forever Wanted Absolute. Now one warning I always have to give with this, the opening is different. Yeah, it's pretty different. And when I say pretty different, what I mean by that in actuality is it smells different than every other designer fragrance out there. The opening here is not like any of these, okay? None of them. To an extent, it smells like a cave. It's got a little bit of cave action going on. Not nutty putty cave, that's not that cave. But like you walked into a nice brisk cave opening and you got a little of that dirt and just huffed on it a little bit because you're weird. And your friends know you're weird, but they accept you. And that's good. I accept you too. I appreciate every single one of you out there. And if we can get real for a second here, can we get real? Legitimately? If you're going through a hard day, I'm sorry. It'll get better. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'm thinking about you guys. Stay strong. Sometimes I get emails from guys that say, my videos help them through the day. And if I can be not a cornball for 1 second, thank you for those emails, and I'm glad. You guys rule. Back to this. You're sniffing it like a cave, okay? So that doesn't last too terribly long, but that opening is a little bit weird. As it dries down, it gets much better. You get this nice whiskey, boozy sweetness that comes out. It smells really sexy, very, very approachable, very unique. Just beware, that opening is weird. We're going to winter now, and unlike Game of Thrones, we will not screw up the finale. Dang it, we did screw up the finale. There's still spring to come. We won't screw it up as bad as Game of Thrones. Better. We're kicking it off, versatile style, boom, Aqua de Jo Parfum. Now I know what you may say, Aqua de Jo, is that really that versatile in winter? Yes, the opening comes across even fresher when it's cold outside, a nice briskness to it. The Parfum is gonna give you more push, more longevity. The little incense note that cuts through there smells amazing when it's cold outside. Wear it all winter long. Classy? Oof. Prada L'Homme Intense, of course. Clean, classy, soapy, all of the above. It does have iris, once again. I'm a big fan of iris, but if you're not, definitely test it first. Of course, it's got that Prada soapy aspect to it. The Intense version has leather in there, which the original Prada L'Homme doesn't, so this one does come across smelling more masculine. Better staying power as well, so it'll help it last in winter. Sexy date night time, oof, the One Parfum, easy. This is the bolder, more grown-up take on the One, and also better staying power, better projection compared to the One Eau de Toilette and the original, the One Eau de Parfum as well. Now, if you did want to go with the One EDP, whether we're talking the OG or the new reformulation, you could put that in for this, and I wouldn't argue with you. Either the One EDP or the One Parfum. You gotta have one, because to me, it is one of the best DNAs that has ever been made for a date night situation. Now we're talking standout fragrances, and this is where I'm gonna put the bonus one. So I've got Boss Bottled Absolute first off. This to me is absolutely perfect. Smells similar to PDM's Carlisle in a lot of ways. Also has a good patchouli note in there. But I do know that Bottled Absolute doesn't always work as well for younger guys. Middle-aged guys and up, ooh, crushes. But if you're younger, if you want something with a little more sweetness, try this out. 1 million gold elixir, or just million gold elixir, whatever. Do not get 1 million gold, okay? That one can come across smelling kind of like body odor to a lot of people. It's iffy, it's sus. I would not risk a blind buy on that one whatsoever. This one takes the same general idea and just improves upon it. So to me, there's really no reason to even get that when this exists. A little bit like a creamsicle. So you've got like this orange vanilla combo, kind of coconutty as well. Sandalwood as it dries down. Great performance like you would expect from Rabanne. This stuff lasts forever. Talking like 12 plus hours here, easy. It will absolutely get you attention. It does not get worn as much as 1 million elixir or a bunch of the other sweet vanilla bomb fragrances out there. And like I said, 12 plus hour longevity, that'll easily work during the winter. Spring, first off, the versatile fragrance right here, Ralph's Club New York. Love Ralph's Club New York. I would wear this all year round. I don't really care, but during spring, perfect. The black currant that's in here off the top smells amazing, gives it a nice, unique twist. And it also has a nice classiness to it as well. Really well balanced stuff right here. Clean and classy up next. I had to do this. Eau Givre, Terre d'Hermès right here. Matches up really nice as far as the color scheme and everything, but I just felt like I had to do a Terre d'Hermès. You know, there's just something about that line when you're talking springtime, classy, masculine scents. And I feel like this one matches the best. The citron off the top, fantastic. A little bit rindy, you know, it's got a little bit of that going on, but very fresh. Zingy, bright. You got that clean woodiness as it dries down. That stuff, springtime, can't go wrong. Okay, we're talking about something sexy up next. Yeah, like a nice date night fragrance, night out fragrance. Well, going this, Paradigme Le Parfum, Prada. And I do have a bonus fragrance in this same category, but this one right here, to me, is kind of like the vanilla fragrance for people that don't want an overload of vanilla. It's a little bit more grown up, but it's still really sexy. Everyone I've had smell that stuff thinks it smells fantastic. And to my own personal taste, it's an improvement over the original Paradigme. Though I will say, if you're talking just straight up the most versatile, The original is still more versatile because that's gonna fall more in like the myself line, you know, that just anytime wear kind of vibe. That one's clearly made more for the evening or for cooler weather. The other option is something that a lot of people would maybe not consider a sexy fragrance in the sense that it's not really sweet. It's Bleu de Chanel Parfum. This is gonna give you more of that understated sexiness. It's just really well put together. It oozes class and sophistication as much as a designer blue fragrance can anyway. The only real drawback is it's a Chanel, which means it's pricey. But it is also a Chanel, which means you can kind of brag about it to people that don't really know anything about fragrances because they hear Chanel and they go, oh, I know that. I've heard that name before. And I know it is expensive. Nice. That's how we get them right there, boys. All right, the final fragrance, something for spring to help you stand out. Gucci, Guilty Elixir. Thought about going Guilty Absolute, but I feel like just the Elixir gives a little more usability during the spring. Daytime, evening, doesn't really matter. Performance is locked in with the Elixir. And this smells similar to Reflection Man by Amouage mixed with Pegasus by PDM. So it smells very expensive, rich, deep, elegant, but it's fresh enough that when it starts to heat up during spring, you can still rock with this. Maybe dial the sprays down slightly, but you can still roll with it for sure. Rock and roll, yeah. So there we go, guys. 4 seasons, 4 fragrances. I just realized technically it's 4 seasons, 5 fragrances. That doesn't really sound as good. 4 seasons and 4 fragrances and 4 bonus fragrances. I want to thank you guys for hanging here until the end. The VIPs, as always, you guys rule. Stay safe out there, guys. Take care of yourselves. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your friends. I'll see you tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you guys.